Did you know that some of the most dangerous health risks after 60 don't come from what you eat or even how much you exercise? They hide in the smallest places: your breath, your toes, even your belly button, places you've probably ignored for years. Here's a truth most people never hear. Many seniors suffer fatigue, balance issues, chronic pain, and even heart problems, not because of major diseases, but because of minor hygiene mistakes repeated every single day. Why? Because after 60, your body changes. What used to be harmless now quietly wears down your immunity, damages circulation, and triggers inflammation without you knowing. And here's the twist. Fixing these issues doesn't require pills or gym workouts. It takes just a few mindful minutes a day, and the results can be profound. So in this video, we'll walk through 7 body parts that almost everyone overlooks, especially after 60, and how small changes in how you care for them can lead to sharper thinking, better sleep, fewer infections, and even longer life. Stick with me until the end, because number 6 is a body part that even doctors forget to check, and fixing it might help prevent early cognitive decline. If you care about graceful aging, daily vitality, and keeping your independence, tap the like button to let me know you're here, and subscribe so you never miss these practical, science-backed videos. Let's begin with the one area that holds more bacteria than your hands, your phone, or even your toilet seat. And you probably never clean it properly. Sign number 1, the tongue. You brush and floss, but still struggle with bad breath, poor taste, or frequent infections? Then your tongue may be the missing piece. Let's start with this. Have you ever noticed your food doesn't taste as rich as it used to? Or that no matter how often you brush your teeth, your breath still smells off? You might think it's just aging, but your body could be sending a warning. Here's the surprising truth. Your tongue is one of the dirtiest surfaces in your body. More than 700 types of bacteria live there. And after 60, when the immune system slows down, these bacteria don't just stay on the tongue. They enter your bloodstream through micro cuts or inflamed gums. That's when real problems begin. According to a 2023 study by the National Institute on Aging, poor tongue hygiene has been directly linked to chronic gum inflammation, increased risk of heart disease, respiratory infections, and even early cognitive decline. Just ask Linda. She's 67, a retired librarian who always took pride in her smile. But over time, food lost flavor, her breath worsened, and she began feeling run down. Doctors couldn't find anything serious until her dentist asked one simple question: "Do you clean your tongue every day?" She didn't. She had never even considered it. That tiny shift changed everything. She started scraping her tongue every morning and night with a simple plastic tool. Within 3 weeks, her breath improved. Within 2 months, she could finally enjoy strawberries in morning coffee again. At her next dental checkup, her gums were noticeably healthier. Linda's story isn't rare. Theodore, a 71-year-old retired teacher, had battled bad breath for a decade. No toothpaste or mouthwash worked, but just 2 weeks of tongue scraping, and the odor was gone. So was his anxiety in conversations. So what's the fix? Use a tongue scraper, not a toothbrush. Start at the back, gently pull forward, and rinse. Repeat 3 to 4 times each morning before breakfast and once more before bed. Avoid pressing too hard. Think of it like cleaning a dusty mirror. What you remove might shock you: a thick white or yellow film. That's bacteria, toxins, and dead cells. And what you gain? Fresher breath, stronger immune system, more vibrant taste, better oral and heart health, and surprisingly, sharper mental clarity. Because when bacteria from your mouth stop flooding your bloodstream, your body can finally rest. It only takes 2 minutes a day, but it could give you back years of energy, joy, and confidence. Do you scrape your tongue? If not, tonight is the perfect time to begin. Sign number 2 is one you stand on every day, but probably ignore until pain shows up. Let's move there next. Sign number 2, the armpits. You rinse your feet quickly in the shower and think it's enough? You're not alone. Most people do. But here's what most don't realize. Your feet are not just for walking. They are a daily report card of your circulation, balance, and even heart function. Now meet Frank and Marvin. They're both 72, both retired, but their health paths couldn't be more different. Frank walks every morning, tends to his garden, and still drives with confidence. Marvin uses a cane, struggles with swelling, and fears falling in the shower. What's the difference? Frank checks his feet every day. Marvin hasn't looked closely in years. When we're young, feet bounce back. But after 60, circulation slows, skin becomes thinner, and nerve endings weaken. That means the smallest crack, fungal patch, or cold toe could be your body's way of saying, something's wrong inside. In fact, according to the American Diabetes Association, nearly 1 in 4 older adults with poor foot care develop ulcers that can lead to hospitalization, or worse. So what should you watch for? Persistent redness or discoloration, tingling, coldness, or numbness, cracks or dry skin that won't heal, sudden swelling or changes in temperature. And here's the real issue. Most people don't clean their feet. They just let the shower water run over them. But that's like washing dishes without scrubbing the grease. Here's how to care for your feet the right way. 1. Wash daily with a soft cloth and mild soap, especially between your toes. 2. Use warm, not hot, water to avoid drying the skin. 3. Dry thoroughly, including under and between each toe. 4. Moisturize, but never between the toes. Moisture traps fungus. 5. Inspect your feet every day. Look for new spots, swelling, pain, or color changes. Thomas, a 73-year-old from Wisconsin, had ignored a dry patch between his toes. He thought it was nothing. 2 weeks later, it became a fungal infection that spread to his toenails and caused painful walking. After changing his foot care routine, the infection cleared, his balance improved, and his confidence in movement returned. Your feet are your foundation. Treat them like you would the base of your home, because everything else stands on top. Let me ask you, have you looked closely at your feet this week? What do they say about how you're really doing? Leave a comment below. What's one thing you've never done for your feet, but will start tonight? Because sign number 3 lives just above your feet, in a small, sweaty area that holds a secret connection to your immune system. Let's go there next. Sign number 3, the armpits. You rely on deodorant, but skip actual cleaning. It's a common mistake, and it's more dangerous than it seems. Most people think of their underarms as nothing more than a spot to cover up sweat and smell. But hidden beneath that skin is a complex network of lymph nodes, your body's natural drainage system. These small filters work every single day to remove waste, fight infection, and support immune function. But here's the twist. When you pile on products and neglect proper hygiene, you're not just clogging your pores, you're blocking your body's ability to detox. Helen Carter, a specialist in lymphatic health, puts it this way. Your armpits are like a freeway for your immune system. If you jam it with residue, your body slows down. Let's break down what's really happening under your arms. Deodorants mask odor but don't kill bacteria. Antiperspirants block sweat by clogging pores with aluminum salts. Over time, residue builds up, especially if you don't wash thoroughly. That residue traps bacteria, toxins, and dead skin. It leads to persistent odor that even deodorant can't hide, irritation and rashes, painful lumps or infections, swollen lymph nodes that signal overload. Now meet Olivia. She's 65 and taught elementary school for 30 years. She thought her underarm itchiness and occasional bumps were just part of aging. Turns out she was simply skipping the rinse. Every morning she'd apply deodorant, but didn't wash her underarms properly at night. When she switched to a mild unscented cleanser, used a soft cloth in circular motions, and dried her skin before applying anything, the bumps disappeared. So did the itch. And she noticed something else. She had more energy. That's the part most people miss. When your lymph system is clear, your body doesn't have to fight as hard. Here's what you can do starting today. 1. In the shower, use warm water to open pores. 2. Gently scrub in circles using a clean washcloth or sponge. 3. Avoid harsh soaps. Choose fragrance-free, skin-safe cleansers. 4. Rinse thoroughly until water runs clear. 5. Pat dry completely with a clean towel before applying deodorant. 6. Occasionally take a product break to let your skin breathe. Your armpits may be small, but their role is mighty. They help protect your whole system, and all they ask is a little daily attention. Next, we're going to uncover a body part you use 20,000 times a day, but probably never clean the right way. And trust me, your sleep, energy, and memory depend on it. Sign number 4, the nose. You breathe through your nose 20,000 times a day, but never clean it? Let's zoom out for a second. We often talk about nutrition, exercise, sleep, but what about air? You can survive weeks without food, days without water, but only minutes without oxygen. And the quality of that oxygen? It begins with your nose. Your nose is a natural air filter, designed to trap dust, pollen, bacteria, and toxins before they enter your lungs. It also humidifies, warms, and directs air, making sure your brain gets clean, oxygen-rich fuel. But if you neglect it, that system slowly breaks down. Irritants build up, airways swell, you get stuffy, you snore, you sleep poorly, you feel tired, and worst of all, you don't even realize it's happening. Helen Carter, a respiratory therapist with 25 years of experience, puts it bluntly: when your nasal filter clogs up, everything downstream suffers. Your lungs, your heart, even your mood. Now let's zoom in. Take James, he's 69, a retired carpenter who spent years inhaling sawdust on job sites. He thought waking up congested was just part of getting older. But when the stuffiness turned into gasping for air at night, he knew something was wrong. He started a simple routine: a quick nasal rinse each morning with saline spray, gentle steam inhalation at night, a dab of coconut oil to prevent dryness in winter. Within a week, his sleep improved. His energy returned. And for the first time in years, he felt clear. Why does this matter? Because after 60, your nasal passages dry out faster. Cilia, the tiny hair-like cleaners in your nose, move slower. Mucus becomes thicker. That means more congestion, more infections, and less oxygen to the brain. And less oxygen means more fatigue, more brain fog, and even memory lapses. So what can you do? Start with these simple steps. Splash warm water around your nostrils in the morning. Use a saline spray to flush allergens and dust. Try steam inhalation in the shower or over a bowl of hot water. Blow your nose gently, one nostril at a time. In dry weather, apply a touch of coconut or vitamin E oil just inside your nose. Your nose isn't just a breathing hole. It's a gatekeeper, an oxygen lifeline, and a sleep protector. Don't wait until you're gasping for air. Start now. Have you ever tried nasal rinsing or steam breathing? Share your experience in the comments below. Or if this is new to you, what's one small step you'll try tonight? Because sign number 5 may be even smaller than your nose. But when ignored, it can cause odor, irritation, and subtle infections you never saw coming. We'll uncover it next. Sign number 5, the belly button. You don't remember the last time you cleaned your belly button? You're not alone. Most people wash their face, arms, and legs every day, but their belly button, it's quietly forgotten. Now let's rewind 10 years. Jane was 68, retired, and relatively healthy. But she always noticed a faint, musty smell, no matter how often she changed clothes or washed her body. She tried switching soaps. She blamed her diet. Even bought new laundry detergent. Nothing helped. Then, during a routine physical, her doctor asked a question she'd never expected. "Do you clean your belly button?" Her answer? "I don't think I ever have." That tiny question changed everything. She started gently cleaning her navel every evening, with a Q-tip, warm water, and mild soap. Within 3 days, the odor vanished. Within 2 weeks, the skin around her stomach felt healthier, softer, less itchy, and that's when it clicked. Sometimes the smallest neglected places send the loudest messages. So here's what's really happening. Your belly button, especially if it's deep or inward folding, is a closed, moist environment. It collects sweat, dead skin, oil, and bacteria. If left untouched, this buildup can cause unpleasant odors, itching and redness, fungal or bacterial infections, skin irritation or soreness, hidden infections from old piercings. And for older adults, especially those with diabetes or weakened immunity, a small skin irritation can turn into a serious problem. What should you look out for? Persistent redness, unusual discharge, pain or soreness, itching that doesn't go away, a sour or musty smell even after showering, and if you've had a piercing, even decades ago, that little pocket around the jewelry never fully closes. It can trap bacteria and cause infection later in life. So what's the solution? It's surprisingly simple. 1. Use a soft washcloth or cotton swab with warm water and mild soap. 2. Gently wipe inside the navel. No scrubbing or harsh chemicals. 3. Dry thoroughly afterward to prevent moisture buildup. 4. For pierced navels, clean around the jewelry base gently and pat dry. 5. Watch for signs of irritation or sensitivity, and don't ignore them. Your belly button may be small, but it's a quiet mirror, reflecting how well you're really paying attention to your body. Give it just 30 seconds of care a day, and it might save you weeks of discomfort down the road. Coming up next, sign number 6 hides beneath your hair, and neglecting it may be quietly affecting not just your skin, but your brain. Sign number 6, the scalp. You think scalp care is just about hair, but it's really about your brain. At first, Mary didn't think much about it. She was 74, retired, and still active in her church choir. But over the past few years, her hair had started thinning fast. Her scalp felt tight, sometimes itchy. She chalked it up to aging. What else could it be? But here's what Mary didn't know. Your scalp is full of blood vessels, and those tiny vessels play a much bigger role than just feeding your hair. They help regulate blood flow to your brain, temperature balance, toxin elimination through sweat glands. And when they're clogged, either by buildup, tension, or inflammation, your brain pays the price. A 2022 study from the University of Tokyo found that reduced scalp circulation was associated with slower cognitive processing and increased brain fatigue in older adults. That's right, an itchy, dry scalp might not just mean bad hair days. It might mean your brain isn't getting enough oxygen. Mary decided to try something simple. Each morning while brushing her hair, she added a 2-minute scalp massage with her fingertips. In the shower, she began using a gentle scalp brush instead of her nails. She also switched to a mild, non-drying shampoo. In just 1 month, her head felt less tight. She slept better, and surprisingly, she had more mental clarity. She described it like this: "It felt like fog lifting. I didn't expect that from a hair routine." So what's happening? As we age, the tiny capillaries under the scalp can narrow and harden, reducing circulation. This leads to thinning hair, dry, flaky scalp, tension headaches, brain fog and daytime fatigue. And worst of all, you don't feel it happening until the symptoms creep in. But you can reverse it. Here's how. 1. Massage your scalp with circular fingertip motions, 2 to 3 minutes a day. 2. Use a soft silicone scalp brush to exfoliate dead skin and stimulate blood flow. 3. Avoid hot water and harsh shampoos. Choose gentle, moisturizing options. 4. Stay hydrated. Your scalp skin reflects your body's fluid balance. 5. Brush gently with a wide-tooth comb to support healthy oil distribution. Your scalp is more than skin and hair. It's the surface layer of your brain support system. Don't wait until memory lapses or thinning hair push you into panic mode. Start now. Be gentle, be consistent. And tell me this, have you ever connected your scalp to your brain health before today? Or do you already have a hair care habit that helps you feel more alive? Leave a comment below. I'd love to hear your routine or the one new thing you'll try this week. Coming up next, sign number 7 hides behind your back, literally. It's the one place you likely never see, never feel, but it could be the source of chronic skin irritation, fungal infections, and silent inflammation. Sign Raven, the back. You don't clean your back properly because you can't reach it? That's exactly why it needs your attention. Let's be honest. Most of us assume the back just takes care of itself. After all, we can't see it. We can barely reach it. How bad could it be? But here's the truth no one talks about. Your back is the largest flat surface on your body. It collects sweat, oil, dead skin, and friction every single day. And if left uncleaned, it becomes a perfect breeding ground for fungal infections, acne breakouts, ingrown hairs, chronic itching, even low-grade inflammation that weakens your immune barrier. Let's rewind for a moment. Frank is 70. He's relatively healthy, walks daily, but started noticing persistent itchiness on his upper back. He assumed it was dry skin or laundry detergent. He tried lotions, changed soaps. Nothing helped. Eventually, during a visit to his dermatologist, the real issue came out. He wasn't cleaning his back, just letting shower water run over it and hoping for the best. When he started using a long-handled back brush, switching to breathable cotton shirts, and drying his back properly after every shower, the itching stopped. His skin cleared up, and more importantly, he felt clean and confident again. Here's the hidden danger. After 60, our skin becomes thinner, sweat glands shift, and fungal infections spread faster, especially in warm, dark, moist areas like the back. And because it's hard to see, these issues often go unnoticed until they become painful. So what should you do? Let's reverse the usual neglect. Instead of just rinse and forget, do this. 1. Use a back scrubber or long-handled brush at least 3 times a week. 2. Focus on the shoulder blades, mid-spine, and lower back crease. 3. Wash with a gentle, non-comedogenic cleanser. 4. Dry thoroughly, especially between the shoulder blades and lower back. 5. Wear breathable clothing, especially after workouts or walks. 6. Once a week, apply a light exfoliating scrub to prevent clogged pores. And most of all, take your time. Your back doesn't just support your posture, it supports your skin barrier, your comfort, and even your confidence. Ignoring it might feel easy today, but dealing with chronic inflammation, rashes, or infections tomorrow, that's a price too many people pay in silence. Coming up next, we'll bring it all together. Because if these 7 signs are so small, why do they matter so much? And how do you take all this and turn it into a gentle daily rhythm that protects your health for years to come? Let's pause here. Take a slow, deep breath and let it out gently. Now think back on everything we've just uncovered. Not warnings, not lectures, but quiet signals. Small whispers from your body, each asking, will you listen to me now? The truth is, aging doesn't come in a single moment. It arrives softly through little signs we dismiss as normal. A strange smell you can't place, a patch of skin that never seems to heal, a night of restless sleep that turns into a month, a sense of dullness in food, breath, or mood. And all along, it wasn't that your body was failing, it was asking for care. These 7 small, often overlooked body parts, they're not just hygiene checkboxes. They're the access points to vitality, circulation, immunity, and confidence. And the best part? You don't need expensive treatments. You don't need a full-time caregiver. You don't even need to change your entire life. You just need to shift your attention, to give 2 minutes a day to something you've ignored for 20 years. Because when you do, when you pause, care, and respond, your body doesn't just clean up, it lights up. Sharper thinking, stronger balance, more restful sleep, less inflammation, and above all, dignity. Yes, dignity. That deep, quiet pride in feeling fresh, clear, comfortable in your own skin. Even when no one else sees it. Even when you're just standing in your bathroom, caring for a back you can't reach, or a tongue you never noticed. It's not about vanity. It's about ownership of your health, of your habits, of your future. So here's your gentle challenge. Which one of these habits will you start tonight? Not all 7, just one. Choose the part of your body you've been ignoring the longest. Give it your attention, your breath, your hands, and let that be the beginning of something far deeper. If you found even one idea helpful, please like this video, subscribe, and share it with someone you care about. Your spouse, your dad, a friend who keeps saying, I just feel off lately. And if you're ready to keep going on this journey of gentle self-care, I've made another video just for you. 6 daily habits that quietly protect your brain after 70. It's waiting for you right here. Just click and take the next small step toward a longer, brighter life. Let's pause here. Take a slow, deep breath and let it out gently. Now think back on everything we've just uncovered. Not warnings, not lectures, but quiet signals. Small whispers from your body, each asking, "Will you listen to me now?" The truth is, aging doesn't come in a single moment. It arrives softly, through little signs we dismiss as normal. A strange smell you can't place, a patch of skin that never seems to heal, a night of restless sleep that turns into a month, a sense of dullness in food, breath, or mood. And all along, it wasn't that your body was failing, it was asking for care. These 7 small, often overlooked body parts, they're not just hygiene checkboxes. They're the access points to vitality, circulation, immunity, and confidence. And the best part? You don't need expensive treatments. You don't need a full-time caregiver. You don't even need to change your entire life. You just need to shift your attention, to give 2 minutes a day to something you've ignored for 20 years. Because when you do, when you pause, care, and respond, your body doesn't just clean up, it lights up. Sharper thinking, stronger balance, more restful sleep, less inflammation, and above all, dignity. Yes, dignity. That deep, quiet pride in feeling fresh, clear, comfortable in your own skin, even when no one else sees it. Even when you're just standing in your bathroom, caring for a back you can't reach, or a tongue you never noticed. It's not about vanity, it's about ownership of your health, of your habits, of your future. So here's your gentle challenge. Which one of these habits will you start tonight? Not all 7, just one. Choose the part of your body you've been ignoring the longest. Give it your attention, your breath, your hands, and let that be the beginning of something far deeper. If you found even one idea helpful, please like this video, subscribe, and share it with someone you care about. Your spouse, your dad, a friend who keeps saying, "I just feel off lately." And if you're ready to keep going on this journey of gentle self-care, I've made another video just for you. 7 reasons your legs are getting weaker after 60. It's waiting for you right here. Just click and take the next small step toward a longer, brighter life.